Okay, Pusher, good afternoon. Welcome to Cambodia. Before, my name is John Fuller. In the KRIO for the organization of Greater Manchester, and also the project lead for this initiative. And also, I'm the host this initiative within our Bɔdi Bεttεh Gentri. This is a program where the organization of Greater Manchester, and then they lead this program for where we bring medical advice to people that in real language, not to say people are not able to go online and read, not to say people are not able to see the physician and seek advice, but where people can get advice from their own mama tongue, it will be a lot, the understanding, it will be a lot better. Please, I want people and say, dear, the health professional that are waiting at this program, they are for replace the medical assigned professional, i.e. physician or the GP, they are for replace them. We only there for giving advice as to things they want to look out for. How will they able to live life better, for we live longer, for we live healthier. Now we there for give advice. And also, if somebody goes to his GP, then maybe they explain something to him, understand. It's always good as well for Canada and ask questions. We get a panel of qualified medical doctors and nurses. One of them, now they give this program today, in a mental health, and we will talk on the anxiety, and it will be the topic today. At some point, I'm going to introduce 10 people here, but as you know, with tradition demand that any show they do, before start with prayers, and any show they do, we therefore end up with prayers. Today, I will ask a member of the audience for let's start in Christian prayer. We get anybody who is Christian who will volunteer for maybe short prayer, please, because at the time we don't make sure the prayer short. So we will not say God serious. Yeah. Anybody who is Christian who want to pray for it?
Yeah, you don't mind?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, put you on the spot. Well, I guess an initiation and exercises. So welcome. Can you pray for me, please?
Okay. In Jesus' name we pray. Father, we thank you, Father God, for our gathering this afternoon. We thank you, Father God, that our gathering is not unto men, but unto you. Lord, we pray that whatever we discuss here will be fruitful in the name of Jesus. We bless you, we glorify you, we adore you. In Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Amen.
From now going forward, before the first we get for present to we will begin to present, I will ask Adria, everybody else will therefore mute their mic. Okay? Also, if you're in an area where maybe you don't want to sit in the background, I will ask Adria where we mute with video them, no time with video them off. Because obviously, if you see them for the watching here, we don't know that for the watchers. So if you get an environment, you know, go really think the happen the way to see not for see or maybe public not for see, I will ask that we turn them off. Okay. Then also let we mute yourself while the person is doing. When they're done, all man will get chance to ask questions. Now there's a format where we can normally do. To ask questions, there's a functionality within the tool where they allow you to let if you have not. Now I understand to all man that use the tool properly. So if you're able to use the functionality within the tool for if you are not, if you alternatively turn the video on, if you are not, I will go in order of would I come first and first I will ask. So if I ask somebody before you, nothing say na bias, not to bias, maybe that person may ask before. Maybe I will ask a lot of patience. Now some people in the back way can be a bit shy, they're not going to ask questions while the session will go on. And at the end of the session, what I will say, we go share the email address at the end. So there, send me questions, suggestions, and feedback, because that way they will be able to improve. If you tell me say yes, the program fine or the program not fine, and I need to improve on this, and I need to improve on this. And also, if you ask any question, no matter which one are the subject, ask any question. If you find out in a question we popular, you come up with a topic the following week for make sure to everybody else benefit. Okay? Okay, now I will introduce the team, but I'll go for patience because now my phone and use the laptop, something go on, so I'll go for patience. Okay. If you will be already with the slide,
yeah,
we will begin.
So I go. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all my family them, my brother and sister them. I welcome Una for attend this session today, where they can talk to Una about some common mental health issues, but in many cases now generalized anxiety disorder or anxiety now they can talk to Una about. As Temubi don't introduce me, na my name is Gugi Kamara. I'm a mental health nurse, I'm a health visitor, and presently I'm an infant parent relationship practitioner. Now I join also the mental health and the mental health nurse and health visitor for like I do this job what they do so now. And I only just started the job in February. So I just start at the try for sort of settle down at the office. Now COVID can come, so like I come.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. Temu? Hello?
Yes, we will continue.
Yes.
You, ma.
Not to the another for move the course for the next waiting self. Today now mental health anxiety really now they can talk to you about, because the reason why I talk about anxiety now because now one of the mental health issue or problem where we all go ever inquire or go ever get. The reason being nobody probably know they will not one day sort of experience anxiety. Whether not this not just I will say now whether not just a minor anxiety or severe anxiety, one way or the other, we must don't experience anxiety. And anxiety they are a part of mental health, and anybody where they suffer that kind of things, then the anxiety or any mental health way they suffer from, it go either affecting mood, in way of thinking, way they think, or in the way they behave. Right? There are different type of mental health problems them, but the most common one them now anxiety and depression. So now I talk about anxiety because all the sickness, all the mental health problems we get, anxiety deeper all of them, right? And I just like I say, once in a while we all go experience mental health problem. Yes, you go able to cope with the mental health problem, that's fine. The only time we go become a problem now the time we able to cope with them at all. And as you're not able to cope with them, you know, it will cause you a lot of problem in your daily life. So as I say, now anxiety they can talk about. Now we all, one way or the other, we go must feel a bit uneasy, like we're afraid, or we get some worry in our heart. Like na salon, so what you can say, oh, I feel nervous, you know, because we don't know na salon, waiting at anxiety. Anxiety can be severe or mild, and it happens to we from one time or the other, one way or the other, we must experience the anxiety. So for example, if we say we go do a driving test, you just get to feel a bit anxious. Even now when I talk to us, so I feel a bit anxious because all man they look me and I remember for say, oh, I get for present good or I not get for present good. This type of anxiety is normal. It can happen, then you forget about them. Sometimes you can feel anxious, but you just you don't know what's happening, you feel anxious, but because you sort of not a thing where they will cause you any problem, you go just think about it, then you forget about it. But other people then they find anxiety very, very, very difficult. They're not able to control their worries, and the more that they worry, now the more than they worry, now the more it affects their daily life. We're not very good at all, because when you feel anxious, waiting they happen, all you things that they happen around you, everything they fall apart. So if not just mild anxiety, then they fine, you go forget on with it, what we all get. But where other anxiety, we experience another anxiety or another form of anxiety, we go sort of everything they fall apart around you. You know, go for go walk, you know, for look after you picking them, you know, for look after your host, and down the line at the bad anxiety. And most people them, if they suffer from panic disorder, when a panic attack, or people are already afraid for going on lifts because sometimes whether be small, they lock them na lift or the lift broke or anything like that one day. Anybody like now one day, in many cases, not all the time, but in many cases, sometimes they go get panic attack, panic disorder or anxiety, because especially if they come back and can encounter the same problem, for say they go through lift or they go inside the lift, they go most begin for afraid, right? Then post-traumatic disorder, anybody where they suffer from that one day, that's now, you know, like a long time ago, they had been in a salon where the war been day. right? All man they yeri, then they shoot, then they yeri gun, then they yeri all the bomb, all the candle. After the war, a lot of people that were they experience post-traumatic disorder because say if something bang na so something for them, even people awake na so self na the same thing. I mean they talk and for say if they hear any loud bang, then they jump thinking that the plane them or the how you call them, the gun then and then they shoot, we make them feel that way they. And sometimes as well, sometimes we can come out, you're afraid for come out or you're ashamed for come out for meet other people, whether they call social anxiety. And even like if you go party, you don't dress up fine, you don't do everything, but then you remember no more say, oh, who that they go meet today? If people then go talk to me. So one way or the other, we will must get some form of anxiety, right? So we get different things that would they make me anxious, and them kind of people, and especially the people who they suffer from panic disorder, phobia, all the time they're anxious. As soon as you don't sort one problem out of your anxiety, another one they present itself way, you know, they understand how to deal with the anxiety again, because they go no more round and round and round, like Nasaku no more. So if we think about now coronavirus, that one they don't tell we for say we all anxious. Since then, they tell what they tell we for say coronavirus day, where we know for say people and they die. Nobody know they now this one all wall. We're not anxious up to now. Okay, now they don't release or they don't sort of release the lockdown small. We all, they say we can come out now for meet other people, right? But if you think about it, that one they safe, we all get for God we safe, because things that the coronavirus not done yet. We all forget that understanding. They say coronavirus not done yet. We get for still take the measures that we don't ask you for like we take. When for what we are, social distancing. If you want to use glove way they come out or you want to use mask, it's fine. But you better know we get all the things that they in place back until they tell we say finally we can then go release finally for like we able to do what you will for do. Now England, yes, obviously. Then get boku support when they give you an advice as to how to deal with when they put in a lockdown, right? But that lockdown, if we think about it, not to just we the adults then they in lockdown, they picking them as well. In many cases, them picking and they're confused. They don't know what to make. We all in a lockdown, and when they see the news, then they go online, then they go see what's in the happen. Then they're really confused and they worry. Then go must get their own anxiety. Sometimes they need to talk no more, but not them will get for look out for more than anybody, because when they're small, say now when they go school back just now, or then they go college, university, then they are social distancing. They not also them in day before, let's say 5 months ago, but now all of a sudden then get for social distance. Then get for make sure for say then wash their hand. It's like some picking and they then go able for cope with them. Other picking and they not go for cope. So the NHS, this part of the world, it give you a lot of advice as to waiting for do, and myself they just ask no more for say, we therefore keep to their advice then we therefore stay connected with friends them. Yes, now then they can open this the lockdown small. We need for continue for connect with the friends them and support people them. And just the car which they do so now, we food drive or they do for support the elderly. It's very good. Where at least it show for say we safe now the community, we care for people them, especially because of the lockdown. Because some of them they don't lock down from March, say this June. Nine lockdown go then go sort of look into their own side because of their vulnerability. Right, and we all are glad the way we all day where we talk about with anxiety. Nobody know the way they meet, where they talk about COVID, where we all know the panic, all man the panic because we don't know, and the amount of burying them back where they get, people they don't die so much. That anxiety they say they per for say maybe na me next or maybe na me family next. You know they sleep na net better. Once you wake up, all you think about when you look the news, then they create a lot of anxiety and panic for you. And the other thing as well, because last week, now be mental health week. Now, the theme what they put in the mental health week was to be kind to yourself. Now, obviously, because of the COVID, I suppose what they try for say whilst we be in a lockdown, for like we look after ourselves, then we able to make sure for say we sleep well. We try for sleep as much as possible because not all man go able for sleep. And now we'll be kind to other people as well, because if you think about when you do good to a person, yes, within a lockdown, but just for take telephone, make telephone call to your friend or people where they isolated. That one they say if you feel because that person there for tell you thank you for say, oh thank you. Now the first person who don't call me, you really feel good, and then they will help you for move on. Now, what are the symptoms then for anxiety? So sometimes we get different symptoms. We get the mental symptom, then we get the physical symptom. So the mental symptom, na dia with the happen na you head, then the physical, na dia with the happen na your body, right? All man different. Some people then go get certain symptoms, other people then not go get. Some people then go get like dizziness, some, you know, like sometimes you have to cut constantly, or you never for sit down, you never for you feel tired all the time, because it's like on and on and on and on. Your brain just to go no more, you need to stop at all, you need for give you that time for like you rest. And sometimes they find it very, very difficult for concentrate. If a person they talk to you, you know, they for watch television, if person they talk to you, they'll call you, so you know, go remember yourself now, you then they call. And sometimes again, they find it very difficult for sleep, or for where you set your eye, as you set your eye, so you don't wake back. And other times you get muscle tension, or you stomach, you know, sometimes the way you be like can gripe, you want to go to the toilet all the time because you're anxious, your body just not they stop, not they steady, and your mouth can dry, you and then they sweat as well. You and then they shake, or your body they shake all the time, you heart they beat. Now all the symptoms here, so I put so, not to say because you get them one time, say mean for say you get anxiety straight away. Now when it continue again and again and again, 1 week, 2 weeks, nothing they change, you just struggle with all the symptoms here. So then they they begin for tell you for say something not right. So the best thing is now for go to your doctor. And the reason why I make you go for go to your doctor, sometimes then kind of symptoms here, so they try for tell you say something else wrong with you. So you better let you go to the GP or your doctor or your health professional, let them go sort of find out what's wrong. Because some telling the way they get the kind of symptoms here, so now physical health problem now you get where they go try for find out, and once they don't deal with the situation, hopefully that they left. But if once they don't deal with situation, or if no situation not there, you still they feel the same, then you and the doctor will go sit down and talk about waiting at the way forward. How anxiety disorder they affect you? It find some people then they can find them very difficult for go work, especially as I say, if you feel anxious to the point where everything they fall apart around you, then you find them very difficult for go work. All the time go want for take time off, then again you worry back because you get for take time off. You feel you get a lack of self-esteem. So now revolving those cycle, they go back round and round and round and round until then try for deal with the situation and never get any better. Sometimes you know what thing they cause the anxiety, other time you don't know what thing they cause the anxiety. And when you don't know back, down the back they continues, they make you feel sort of anxious again and again and again. For example, I be working at the ward. If this patient, we get a diagnosis what they call personality disorder. Now, the patient, don't feel better, everything, but because you don't go through personality disorder for such a long time, and the personality disorder part of it, will get for feel anxious. So even when you feel better, truly, that picking will come back, they begin feel anxious back for say, even though I don't feel better, so I different personality disorder will come back. Right? So it now just go on and on and on to the point where no matter what you try for, how you try for support them, you're not able, because at the end of the day, I don't go through in situation and problem, and now they try for tell for say this is that now so life don't they for all this time. So no matter how you try for sort of give reassurance, you not go take that reassurance team. And again with anxiety, sometimes they run at the family. Some family then they for mama or papa or pikin them or we see the mommy, if not the mommy get them or the daddy, they pass over to the pikin, right? So sometimes they see the mommy anxious here and that, the pikin anxious here, himself they anxious. Again, Africa we go talk for say the person they feel nervous. You understand? Yeah. So the person go talk and say, oh my mama been used to, I remember say I see how my mama being anxious all the time. Now the same anxiety. Now himself don't take param. And other time, so say sometimes they like Africa, so the poverty, the where money no day, people them plenty, some people and they sick, you understand? So sometimes when they get all their problem, they on and on and on and on, and even I ask yourself now the same thing, the anxiety not they done, because now one problem after the other, And like Africa, so now people don't know how for even explain how they feel. So for me, it's very, very sort of sad for no for say, at least na yaso, you go to your doctor will tell you for say, oh, now this yaso na wrong. But so bayanda, nobody they tell you. You just go on and on and on no more. The place noisy, all man de panyon. You just sit down, you feel lost, you don't know what to do, you feel this way. And nobody not there for talk to, even if you talk to somebody, either they go feel for say you don't craze or na craze, you don't begin craze or other things they go take name forgive you. And other time back, if say some people and they go through trauma, say like yaso, if say you walk up come on a street, somebody come, it can attack you. That trauma it cause you for like you feel anxious, and anxiety will not be get to the day. Sometimes I will just continue with you now because anytime you think about that flashback day, you will always feel anxious. So it's just that go up into you again. And then the cause now for make you not go able for even for remember now for common street back, you go remember say okay, sometimes you will need somebody for day with you so that no more for let you know get into any other bother with anybody else. And sometimes back, some people when they drink plenty alcohol and coffee, I know for say most of we, especially black people, I don't think so they drink a lot of coffee like how like white man they drink. But if you get anxiety, you better for like not drink alcohol again, and tap the anxiety or coffee or for smoke cigarettes, because if you get anxiety, it just cause the anxiety for let it worse. Now some people in the back, the reason make them they get anxiety now if they go through domestic abuse. Now Africa obviously we don't know it's not domestic abuse, but I will talk just small for say domestic abuse now where mama they beat papa or papa they beat mama, or papa they disgrace mama na public, vice versa, mama self or na the other way. Sometimes they like na Africa, so nobody they put more to where mama or papa they beat mama. They go sit down there, the pikin and go sit down there and they see all the things then they. The man don't go work, he left the wife na house, even I also na the same thing. He left the wife na house, the wife they look after the pikin them. All things they go okay until you look the time, you say, oh, 5 o'clock, the man they can't just know. That anxiety will not be get. Straight away, it begin feel anxious because you know for say, when you see that man they come, now trouble. Sometimes the man don't drink alcohol, or even if he not drink self, instead getting your issue, they can't take all the problem where you don't get in a street, if in a workplace, you don't get all that problem, they can't take them out on the family. Tell God think in a part of this part of the world, domestic abuse support day. Although you know 100% is not brilliant, but at least it did. And now, because of this lockdown as well, we don't get boku reports them of how people then they go through so much domestic abuse because then they're not also with the post where they don't want for they're not also with safe. They don't get so many calls. The NHS don't get so many calls. The other services they don't get so many calls about the domestic abuse where the either woman the experience or man and the pikin themselves. Because sometimes when they don't remember say where that domestic abuse they happen, we remember for say the pikin not go you thing they happen. Now then they repass anybody no more now. If you tell them for say go up to your room, if they go sit down at the stairs, if they sit down there they listen. And at the night they for take out on the Komra where they grow up. Where the Komra begin talk, you go tell them for say I been see where they beat my mama, where they beat my papa. And the other one as well, now bullying. Now if we all know for say pikin and they go school, so then they experience bullying either because of them color or either because they're not fit in that group day, and when they kind of host and then they talk. Right now, just the behavior, you see a change in the beginning behavior. So now make you fine for like some 10 days now for sit down and look you begin sit down with and talk with and find out what they happen at school, find out about impadi them, and because some 10 days as well, this social media now there a lot of bullying they take place. And while standing they take place, the beginner they can't tell you, know one for like you know what thing they go on, but if they go through that problem. So like now morning when you begin to go school, if you didn't host, now for look how it sound, whether it happy for go school, because now they go show for say maybe something they happen at school or something they happen with impadi them, waiting on for talk to you. So if we therefore be very, very sort of aware of beginning behavior, their action, how they talk to you, how if for say all time they in their bedroom, you need to find out where to make them in their bedroom all the time. We know for say yes, all the gadgets they upstairs in their bedroom in many cases. But sometimes now for go sit down they talk whilst they play their game, talk to them, then go tell you boku if they want for talk. If not for that, it better let them talk to you than go talk to other person. anybody can get anxiety. We all, as we don't see now, coronavirus don't tell you for say we all can get anxiety. But women, the more sort of susceptible for let them get anxiety with picking them. Now the woman, just like they say, now you get for look after the picking and a host, now you get for do all the housework sometimes. Then think about Africa, where money no day, enough food no day. Sometimes the woman get boku picking then the man self in this they try. If you get man, sometimes the man don't die. Nobody no care. So sometimes the way the woman go, you try for talk to them, they vex all the time. You remember for say, what's wrong with this one? So we don't know for say or not the thing for say, don't man this sometimes because na anxious because you not get money, so you not get enough money for in picking for feed the picking and that day. So you don't go carry market go for sell. 1 cent not sell, and inside they pull money now for go cook for them picking a day. You know, so sometimes if I'm for like we get this understanding, I'm glad where we get this platform for like we sort of talk to we salon people them. Let we sort of reasonable with people them. Let we able for help we comping them. Let we able to understand if that person did the vex instead of say, but yeah, what make they can't vex for me? Probably not for find out say or see don't think say something or something happen. There's no reason. There's no way where something will happen or somebody go behave to you like that one. The way reason or they be ending. As for the picking them, just like how they say the social media. Then are the one main problem where they cause a lot of problem for young people them for let them become very, very anxious because that they constantly then they try for talk to them, party then they want for fitting at this group, they want for fitting yonder, that the girl picking them, whether they dress this way instead of one time, or whether not dress fine in competent sort of slate them na social media to the point where it losing self-respect. It's losing self-esteem, and that one they cause anxiety because in one for fitting, you're not able for fitting with them people. Then they when I move now from one host to the other. That's not for the picking them in many cases, or you move school, or the parents then they scatter, whether they separate, or they take say the parents will take one part of the picking and they take the other one. The other picking any side and they must get a bit of anxiety because they all be done as a family unit. Then all of a sudden all things can scatter. But just like they say with bullying, isolation, that isolation, they're not just for the picking, but in many cases, now the picking them more, now they isolate themselves, then in their bedroom, they know what they look when they look online, maybe na adult man or woman, and go they talk to that person there, that picking they don't make like do something where you're not supposed to do. How you go can't tell you now. He very anxious about it. You don't know that for go tell. If the member say, if I tell me mama, I will get into trouble. So it's fine for like we talk. And this COVID 10 years so, now for be the right time, the best time, we all come them for sort of sit down and talk to them, picking them, forget for understand them, picking them, forget for know them, picking them, because as we all know, we all get for go work for make ends meet. But in many cases, we left for picking them on their own all day. When it come, you meet the picking on sleeping one grain. You don't know kind side where you don't go, you don't know that if they talk to, you don't know if you don't come out in the street, you don't go do it, you not support for you can't sit down back. Right? So, and in many cases, like as we see now, because of COVID, we not get no gun crime or knife crime much so far. So now the term this for like all the comrades them, if it be possible, for spend time with them picking them, rearrange your life, and remember for say, you picking can force pass that money where you go look for. Because all the struggle for money, the money that they carry go not side before that they're picking and then they go on the street, they go meet other people them where they feel for sin and then they give them the time where we the comrade and then they give picking in our house. So it's fine for like we all get time for picking them. Let we able for talk to them. Let we be friends, not to friends as friends, but let the picking relax for can talk to you. If you able for can talk to you, you not go do what you're not supposed to do. And all that anxiety, you go able for notice them because you know you picking. You go know what they go on and not to for shout, not to for push them away, and for bring come closer to you and find out what they go on and how una for deal with the situation. Just like I say, the picking them, so tell them go for go mix with friends there. We're not the right type of friends that we're supposed for mix with, but when they want for fitting, then go mix, then they become anxious, especially sometimes the first way you go there for go mix, now you then they push forward for like you go do something where you know what they do before, then you go get yourself into trouble. And when you go now, you cannot host that anxiety day. Now your mama or the picking sometimes mama now you go take them out on, you know go want for talk to your mama or you go shout param until eventually hopefully the mommy or the comrade find out what's wrong, what make the picking they behave that way. Then. How then they diagnose how then they diagnose anxiety? now England, yeah, now the Western world, we go to a GP. If you don't get all them feeling them, heart palpitation, sweaty hand, dry mouth, and all the things, and again and again and again, 2 weeks, nothing had change. 3 weeks, nothing had change. It's fine for like you go to your GP. If you want, you can talk to somebody, but in many cases, and I'm not gonna blame anybody if nobody no one for talk to somebody about how you feel, because we're afraid for say if I talk to that person they go talk for say go think for say a craze, and from there so they go tell another person for say, you know, for say this person I can't talk to me now, so you behave now, so it say, so you better go to your GP, let the GP or your health professional, if you know for say you're not able to control your anxiety, the GP go ask you boku question just for make sure for say not to others other thing they happen to you will make you feel that way. They as you see, and he go ask you how long you don't be experience the symptoms. Then in many cases back, then go take blood. That blood then for make sure for say other health problem not there where you go through will make you feel that way. They, right? Because anxiety linked to thyroid disease, it linked to heart disease, a link to menopause. With the woman them now Africa, where that woman they don't reach that certain age day. It begin sort of the vex boku. Nobody don't know what's wrong, what's making the vex. Sometimes they sweat boku. Nobody don't know what's making the sweat boku. He says if not know what's wrong with them, let alone for let anybody else know. So menopause, we know they talk about in Africa. We all as women, we all get for go through them, and not a pleasant thing at all. Where you experience them, not very nice at all. And anxiety, they pant up that menopause day. So sometimes they go try for make sure for say all of them things they don't deal with them before they will tell you whether na anxiety you get or not. Again, now the UK back, now the same thing. We get talking therapies. That means they will refer you to a counselor. Now we go talk about the problem, and where you talk about the problem, at least now go work something out for see how best it will able for help you, for like you able for. Calm yourself down. And the talk where they go talk to you all, truly. Now waiting me go talk to you as a friend, where the other person go talk to you as a friend, now in that person they go talk to you. In that, they go tell you for let you negative thinking what you get, let you come back to positive, right? Because in many cases, that anxiety where you feel, and because you think you get boku negative things, and because of things that don't happen to you. So because things that don't happen to you, you know they get no enjoyment in your life again, no enjoyment no day by you again. All what they think no more now. Oh, now this situation I go happen back. Now this thing go happen. But when you go do CBT as we call them, it help you for like you recognize and how to control you anxious thoughts them. And sometimes they help you for like you calm yourself. Where you because sometimes you get some thoughts the way you remember say, who said this thing has to come up at me? You know, some people and they upset them very bad. To the point where they're not able to function. And the only way sometimes for help, now for go to your GP, let the GP go refer you to a counselor, then you and the counselor can talk. But sometimes you, the GP and the counselor then go work together to make things work out well for you. Right? And the once that don't happen, then you and the GP and the counselor go decide on how best, because sometimes the GP can prescribe medicine for you. That is if not long term, because the anxiety now they go. But then they all now yeah GP now get that one day, right? Now we go for help we self. It not go be for cinema pass you go to the GP for let the GP go help you. You self can help yourself, like for take regular exercise, you eat very well. Fatima 2 weeks ago present the nutrition, which was very good, and we see now how everything link health and mental health and physical health all linked together. If you mental health good, your physical health good, you go be good. But even if you're not good, at least you go able for cope. Vice versa. Now, if you never take exercise, you not get for going at the gym. For go work yourself no more. Now exercise that one day, because the more you do the more you feel very good about yourself. And hopefully, if you lose weight, and tap the bag in back where you lose weight, they exercise, it's very good. Then they double whammy for you. And for eat healthy as well. Fatima been get the plate, the Eat Well plate as well. If you look at we Facebook or YouTube, all that information they did. The one big thing as well now for sleep. Now, where you get problems, you're not able for sleep, right? So that one day back, they make you feel tired. You're not able for concentrate, we do clean, you're not able for do things the way you're supposed to do. So Mr. Ibrahim say, when one of we colleagues, we'll talk about sleep next week, which is very important, and it will be nice for like all man, if it's possible, let people can join, because it will help for like we understand waiting the cause we make certain things that they happen when in Africa, we they feel for saying now which the person they which, or now put something param. So Mr. Ibrahim, I left that talk there to you for next week. I will be very, very interested myself for like a listen, because we try to educate people them, especially in Africa, so that they don't understand for say if anything they happen to them, you not get nothing to do with juju, you not get nothing to do with witch, now because of how the body they go and the things the way they happen to you, where you're not able, where they out of your control. Yeah, so they do yoga, they do meditation, all the things, so then they're online. Anyway, so this picture was show. I'm not go sort of put them on now because now just for show, for say no more, for go, you can go work out for like for if you want for lose weight, and if for learn how for relax and how for think about the world around you, because sometimes we all, I need to put myself inside them, we don't clean. Another thing for say, oh, look how the sky beautiful, or look what things that they happen, because when you see grab na money now for worse, wear clothes and go walk. You drive, you know, they think nothing, all they think about now for go, like na tunnel, now one that straight tunnel, then when they go, you know, they think about for look around, waiting they happen around you, with people and they talk, how they tick them, if they tick they don't pull leave or anything like that, they drive no more, go back and forth every day. So sometimes if I'm for left, we relax ourselves. If now us we day, we try for do relaxation technique all day online. The one most important thing now for talk to your friends and family about how you feel. If you feel for say nobody no go listen, or then go one for take them out on you, or begin for provoke you, then it best way you go to the GP. You counselor na confidentiality. What you don't tell and now they stop. I let you mama go now, you go ask her, they tell you for say no, and then they tell you not to you get the problem. The person will get in problem. Now if you want for tell you, let tell you, but me not go tell you, because it bound by that oath day. Right? So after I don't say all of this, I feel for say the next thing we're going to do now for like we just listen to this video, na meditation video. We're not going to do nothing, because what I don't talk, me feel for say it heavy. A lot of people them maybe then get mental health problem, but they know want to talk about or they know one nobody know for say they get mental health problem and all that stuff then they. So for like we talk about it, good for like we talk, because we always talk about physical health problem. If I get headache, all man go say, oh sorry, Orugi, or if me back the heart, or they tell me say God forbid I get cancer, all man they come around me. But if I say I get mental health problem, in many cases, a lot of people then go avoid me, right? So it's fine for like we talk about mental health problems them, so that at least we know which side support them. Begin and get support. Big people themselves get support. If you go online or you talk to your GP, there's so much information where they will give you. It's unbelievable. It's just sad for Africa or other parts of the world where health system not good, where they're not able to get them kind support than they, you know. So for we so we tell God thank you. But like Africa, it's fine for talk to somebody. Sometimes take yourself, go sit down side, just relax and let your mind just sort of relax by you. Now the only way that one day, because look where, let's say for example, salon so busy. When you grab in the morning, the traffic jam now, the music where they blast, the motorcar and horn, you know, they able even, I don't know how people they think that place thing. Really. So imagine if you suffer from some form of mental health problem, then all the things that they happen, you know. So you wonder what to make. Nobody no care, really, because nobody no understand, nobody no know. So and I will blame them either, because they don't know. When they know, if they know like how we know now, so we will deal with them. So if I don't mind for just listening to this video, as I say, you know, get nothing, not for do nothing, any excessive exercise, and for just listen.
Okay, so I don't think the sound they come through.
You know they cancel now?
No, I never hear anything.
Oh, sorry.
So what I would say you do, once you stop for share the screen, if you can get to the link of that post them at the chat, people can go watch them in their own time. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Now so I go down. Sorry everybody. I feel safe that go read the waiting say turn them off. If yeah. I'm very sorry because I'm for sure when I go read the video now. Just like relaxation for like because of the talk I don't talk, as I say, it now heavy topic, and I think that's something where people are going to think about as well. But I go post them the relaxation video. I go post them now just 3 minutes. So sometimes if you feel for say you want for just even for sleep, you can use relaxation video for help you for sleep. All then on YouTube. Just type relaxation video meditation. All then on YouTube. You go able to get something will go suit you. Where sometimes you go use them again and again and again. So as we done, I just want to tell you all thank you for where una listen to me. I've been wish I'll be able to show the video of for be able to work with the video, but as I say, it na YouTube and we'll put them on as well. So I just want to tell una thank you for where una listen to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, Auntie Ruby. This session, I myself don't learn a lot. Until when I come to you, this don't learn a lot. As we know, mental health in our community. If somebody don't suffer from us, we begin calling this man, the next person recover from us. Every the person talking about, no men are more this man. At least this don't teach we how for these people that we don't suffer mental health issues in the past. And also, if visitors they go through such a difficulties, then at least you don't begin understand why make it happen and what we need for do for try to overcome that. Also, we don't learn as well for say, if the party can meet me, it's everybody's problem, not to that same for freedom and dance and the first thing, you know, in problems. Instead of for being good friends and good family and good sister and brother for let we help that person get through whatever difficulty they go to go. I just want to remind the family and say we get people at the panel. We get health professionals on the panel, like Dr. Kamara, when I the team lead, consultants now get a Manchester Naya. We also get Mr. Abraham Sisi, we mental health social worker, and we also get Ms. Fatima Kuruma, we a registered nutritionist. We also within the team we get Mr. Touye, Dr. Touye, GP, a general practitioner in Manchester. I'm not sure if you do online today. I will check with the audience in a bit. But I know the new addition is Artista Shaka, is a registered nurse, is we need today. So what I will do, I will open the floor for people to ask questions. Okay, if you know more, if you ask questions, you raise your hand. I'll be able to make and answer your question. Any member of the panel will go answer your question. Also, if you a bit shy, you maybe, or maybe the background inside you do, you know, the background noise, you don't want to ask questions, you can send your question by email to slogmhealth@gmail.com. We go try to answer any question you want to send and make sure you reply back to that email, but also to make that question, that answer the public so that if anybody else want to ask that kind of question, they don't get the answer. Also, if there's any topic there where you want that we discuss, there, no be shy. Send them to the email. We'll be able to discuss them within you, and we will try for being that to everybody else. Okay. So now I can open the floor for questions. Okay. So now there will be 1 minute. Okay. Now the first person I will go to Auntie Lemona. Auntie Lemona, I want you to please. Yeah, I don't need to. Auntie Lemona. Auntie Lemona. You still there on mute?
Okay. Yeah, yes. Yeah, you mean now?
Go ahead, ma. Go ahead, ma.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to say thank you very much to the whole team for this wonderful job that they do. Auntie Rugi, hands up on you. Thanks very much. This is a very, very sensitive topic where you discuss today, where you don't actually dissect into different, because at times we just generalize everything with regards to mental health, where this anxiety we don't talk. really they affects a lot, especially with this lockdown. But what me want to ask you for, in case you get somebody where you get a family member where you feel say sometimes that family member they go through anxiety and stuff, but you know they come out. How you were able to approach them without me, you know, feel say you they interfere in business? You. Yes.
Yeah. It's very difficult. You know, because again, I think the reason why make that person not go one for come out now because of the stigma. Not to say not go one for talk to somebody. Imagine no more when you get physical health problem. If na Wεll you get, all man they see that Wεll day. But when you get where mentally where something wrong with you now inside the head, na the problem day. So it's very difficult for like na person day come out again now because of the stigma. Now because it they think say if I talk to person now this year so maybe secrets don't come on a do, right? Sometimes it's better for wait for that person there where the term reach. If now information, say you go to your GP, you see mental health information leaflet, you can bring and come, you can put them full, sometimes the person go read for like he understand for say you know, just put a massive to say now you just bring and come, right? So and it's well about mental health. If you didn't have television, if the person there you don't talk, so that at least since you go understand for say if you go to if you go to a GP or you go to health professional, that health professional they go help them and you not get for tell you now confidential. So because now adult it's very difficult for like you go just say they go. And the only problem we no more with day if as I say when you get your anxiety or when you get your health problem, if you're able for copy, they go along nicely to God. The GP no one for no. Not to say in a bad way, you understand, but in no one for no. Because you know for say you the function, even though you know the function better. Now where all things they fall apart around you, now you don't turn clinical. Right? Okay. So that person there, it will find for like you know reach that point there. Right? So now a lot of maybe talking, a bit of hints, dropping hints this way, hints that way there. You understand? So no more let the person go remember say, okay, then this has always see the talk to some time for go hospital because now that point I don't know for let anybody reach because we reach that point there, it mean for say the thing don't where they say water don't pass Gary, and when you don't reach that point there, clinically then we'll get for 3 times. Right? Okay. So now for be patient with the person no more.
Thank you very much. Also, we got other people on the panel. I don't know if Mr. Ibrahim Sisi or Ms. Fatima is one, you know, both your students here, maybe one give another angle to this. Yes, Fatima, go on. I see a question you want to ask or Fatima?
Hello, hi, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, hello, I just wanted to say thank you very much to Auntie Ruby for her useful presentation. I think that's very good that we're discussing this in our community.
Yeah.
But the question that I want to ask Auntie Ruby is what sort of support is there for young Black youth in the community?
Okay. I don't think presently there's anything sort of particularly specifically for young Black children, and I know it should because I know some other towns, some other cities have got. I know some other city then get health. Hello.
Yeah.
Then get mental health support for Black people, Black picking them. But I don't think anything then in Manchester for now. So what do we get for do? Maybe through this we can lobby for like something come up. Just like now all young, this COVID-19 don't create a lot of mental health problem for people. And also just that, even before COVID-19, a lot of people and they comes the CAMHS, Children and Adults Mental Health Service, Children and Adolescents Mental Health Service, but that one day now we're all things don't well now they reach that side, but even then they still got services, but it's for all of the children, regardless whether you're white or Black. So but I think
I don't think so.
And the reason why that needs to be such set up is because it's the culture. A lot of things that are happening, the white man will never understand or not go understand what to make this person they behave this way, right? The next best way they go do something of admit them, where not to admission in need. You understand? Sometimes you just need for like you get somebody where understand and like you will go meet and say waiting they go on, waiting not the problem, then you can sort of support that person there, other than for like you talk to somebody when not understanding culture, no waiting they go through. So nothing where we can explore eventually.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Thank you for answering that.
Okay. Let's ask more. God have people in the panel. Mr. Sise, you get because they don't ask already about whether support this for young black females, young black youth. You get any signposting for you in this case, given the social worker?
Sadly, it's sad news. Not get anything like that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm well aware. Say there was other project in the way they cater for black people, especially regarding HIV/AIDS. But that's kind of like a bit down, shut down. I think the only place we left available now, they call them Georgia House Trust. We just did by the Apollo, Manchester.
Manchester, okay.
Maybe they come from long sites, they go here. Now just around the area that Georgia House Trust there. And the only service they were available now. And we got to the first question where they asked about, say, if somebody get mental health, you suspect and say get the person will come up for say anything about that. That's a very dangerous ground for starts. That assumption there, and all people can get and say, oh, because of this person behave certain way, that this make it behave certain way. Not allow the person the way they feel, come up and tell you where to make how they feel, and possibly from there I can take them forward. But for let's say somebody behave certain way, we talk say, oh, now because of this, probably not this make it behave this way. Standing a dangerous ground for start. So I normally assume say because of you get a sister or family where they be certain way with the description where until we don't get so this afternoon, we don't take that assumption thing. Say because of something, oh, that presentation, or I don't see my body or my sister or my ex, my neighbor the behaves or something like this. I get that assumption yet until I say it's best if we allow the person to express what you feel and how you feel that they will talk say, oh, it might be something like this. Yes, there are times when the presentation really because when you go to a clinic.
Yeah, go on, sir. Go on. Carry on, sir.
Yeah, when you go to a medical diagnosis, you get two sectors of it. You get the presentation and you get the degree. The presentation obviously in how the person presents himself at the time. So, and the degree now after when they don't diagnose you, they know saying that this now, then treatment this way will get for that condition there. So the presentation, yes, there are times where somebody will present a certain way in a public, where sometimes you're not too sure on a routine. Then in England now, we get the police will call, we then go arrest the person for further assessment for the and the topic about the anxiety way and somebody don't this afternoon. And like physical health. Like physical health, the problem we'll get for something you feel pain, you don't know to make it feel that pain, you don't know to cause the pain. Now until when you go to your doctor, when the doctors then refer you for any further test, then they're going to ask, oh, that pain will be feel all along that this make this thing again. So the same thing to mental health. Most of the condition there, the gateway anxiety and depression, and gateway to all of the further treatment then or diagnosis of mental health. So now they first in the beginning, you become anxious, you don't understand what to make it, they feel most of the day, and from there now we go to the doctor and then diagnose you for us. I think say then where they feel so now this and this and this. So it good say they starting talking this topic where until we get you so now a very good topic. And I be say I see the most of response people already get, regarding what them already feel and what they don't feel say they don't benefit from this. So I hope say, as time goes on, like difficult stuff because because mental health itself, is well stigmatized in our country. And perhaps
Thank you very much, sir.
You line the break.
And we'll get time for discussion more. Thank you very much.
I will also want to go to Dr. Kamara. Dr. Kamara, you get advice for... Yeah, Dr. Kamara, I want to go to you for ask if you get any advice on this topic, on which people can do or what side they can go for seek advice. Dr. Kamara?
Is he muted?
Yeah, hello.
Muted, but I don't yes, sir. You get any advice on which people for this kind of scenario and who side for go for help? I think when I come to you.
Well, actually, as how things today, first of all, I want to say a huge thank you to Ms. Kamara for the effort and obviously the hard work towards producing this. This is absolutely stupendous. It's absolutely beautiful because we tend to a topic where very difficult to talk about. When people not able to come out and actually talk about this thing because for one, then they feel say, then I'll go begin scatching remember by and all that, we can't talk about this. Now that the actual problem. The fact say the person sick now one thing, but the fact say the person need for come out and talk about them, now that create the problem because now you look at the what we call the rights that the person get. So if you deprive them, of liberty, then they actually commit an offense. So you got to be really careful when you go to Gentri. You understand? At the same time, the person sometimes not going to be, if you like, aware. Say this problem they happen.
Yeah.
So, sometimes you lack insight, and so now how you get that fine balance to actually get this thing for move forward. The person will feel really, if you like, pushed back. Into a corner where you not go open up. Normally, what you make you find helpful, now get one member of the family or anybody where say you get respect for. Somebody where you get that good rapport with. Where you go talk to, shame, you're not afraid for talk to them. Anything you want to go ask them, you understand? Somebody don't they constantly for them. That kind of person they go open up to, and that kind of person now you go say, I tell you what, I know say I get this problem, but help me make you find way forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you go get the GP involved. But this Bεttεh, I don't join that Caribbean and African Health Network.
Yeah.
Now then they care for dentists and they can actually signpost you, they can screen you, and then they can refer you to the appropriate professionals. So that is important for remember and important for always know. Say although we not get anything specifically assigned for the black person or the black and ethnic minority, but we get minds, healthy minds.
Healthy mind, indeed, yes.
You know what I mean? Then as Ms. Rugi said, say calm self, another one.
Yeah.
So then the day, obviously, and as I say, the best people for actually deal with that, not the GP them. There's no questions about that. You know? So if anything, you don't feel comfortable for talk to we, that's no problem. You can actually do them anonymously and ask any question.
Indeed.
And I'm sure we are all professionals and we can do it discreetly with the confidentiality. At the fore, no questions about that.
Indeed.
So, but if you feel comfortable for talk to your own person, either social worker or maybe your GP or mental health worker, by all means, please feel free. What you will do now for just make people aware. Say they exist, and if they exist until you actually find out what they mean, what they cause them, you will just assume something wrongly or incorrectly. And so if I'm for let them do always and get for do for let them able to guide you and signpost you to the place where you're supposed to go for make you get help. Remember, a stitch in time saves 9.
Saves 9.
For handle stitching now, it will prevent any kind of complications later on. So that's not really good for you. But thank you so much for this topic, and it's really good. And as I say, it resonates with a lot of people then, because we all know say we go through this thing. So mine don't go be normal. So my own definitely will be abnormal, but how you're able to decide which one are normal, which one are abnormal.
Which are abnormal.
And that is why important for we listen to people. So thank you so much, Mama.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Auntie Memuna, I don't ask you for mute. You can go on with the next question, ma'am.
Yeah, I think Dr. Kamara just don't answer the question what you want raise. because based on not so like an assumption, because like you get some people they not to say they assume say then they face anxiety. But from what Auntie Rugi don't say, and from my own experience within certain people, them, you know, it just can tell, because especially with this lockdown, you know, even with me, they find out, say, like the news, it was getting too much with me at some points where it really they affect me. So what I decide for do, I help myself by doing, finding things for engage me, and especially I work from home, so it's just too much. I turn the television on, I stop for watch news. But like what Dr. Kamara say, if you get somebody where no one for reveal say they go through, you get a member of the family where we talk to them, because some people then they can just cut off now the community, and that can be worse, because not to assumption, but some them they might be going through anxiety, they might be going depression, they might be going through mental problem. So not to assumption, we know, you know, boy, as we until we don't mention now, it's fine for keeping church and try for see if somebody where the person can relate better to, we try for that person they get in church, because a lot is happening, and we're not going to know the effects of this COVID-19 until when the lockdown is over.
After lockdown,
so, yeah, so we really appreciate this forum we want to bring, where they enlighten we, and they give we, you know, some knowledge on certain things there, where they able now go further. If you want to make any research, you know, places then go, because like what Fatima raised, the major problem now is the picking them, you know, so much is happening. We just assume say, oh, then they're on their phone, but we don't know how then they feel. So sometimes most of them, the effects will happen after the lockdown. So we just appreciate me, we not say find further ways and for find information them, how we're able to find places then for get them picking their engage or get who that they talk to after the whole this COVID-19 lockdown is over.
Indeed.
So now thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma. Yeah, we have we get the chairman and we also get people then, as you know, chairman is a social worker. We get a couple of social workers then within the community. We get other professional people then, you know, I did that to interest now, we're very active in finding avenues. Bɛttɛh, and I think that we get feedback every quick time, we will evaluate review and see how, if there's anything the organization to able to do, not just for salon people then.
No.
We don't black people.
Indeed.
And if we come up with anything, we will reach out to now. Also, if anybody there on the call way, now in area of expertise, that please reach out. So for all man will be able to reach. We don't know what all man they do. But couple of example, not they know something, you know, somebody say that we need to do or what I don't do. The only way we do is we come out and talk. So they are the basics. Somebody in the community we know something there. Even if you don't want to lead them, you get people that within the executive or other people within the community we don't volunteer. We they on the ready for go for, you know, and push them the area forward. But to tell you back, we're not to know the guys the most for now. So somebody know the guys the most here point to that right direction. I will ask to get the other colleague.
Yeah.
Aisha Shaka. I don't know if you can get anything for add to this. Hello, Antanica?
Oh, sorry. Hello, you hear me now?
Yes, Maria, you know.
Okay. Ms. Kamara, thank you so much for very informative information where you don't give it today on anxiety. The other thing when we go add on this is, as we all are parents them, it will be good for we be friends with picking them, especially when they picking them upstairs, they on the game or they on the social media, all that kind of things. Then you don't know what thing they do.
No.
Just consider it, and then we until don't talk earlier on. So they picking and they be friends with you picking them. If you picking them become friends, believe you me, you go get more out of you picking them than anything else. That alone is anxiety. Anxiety, right? It's all over. Even with the adults with the face up, especially with this COVID-19, where we say them picking them in our house and not get anything for do all the day the day on the phone, people them with they bully them or other kind of things. Their friends them they say, oh, I've gone out, you haven't gone out. You know what I mean? They provoke each other. So the best thing for that we do is for make sure say at least every day we call we picking them and ask them, how wanna they do? What do you do today? They can't tell me about what's happened on social media. That way, believe you, they reduce the stress and anxiety on the picking them. So now that no mommy just get for ad. So waiting, you say, Ms. Kamara. believe you me, the information we give is on point, everything is on point, and they beg me fumble them. There, if anybody they feel anxious, we they around. We all number then at the forum, phone way. If you need that phone way, if you're not able to reach anybody, make sure so you contact Dr. Ahmed or anybody at the forum. We definitely help you. And the other thing again, the old people are where they on their own.
Indeed.
They are with the bed. As the community, they can well for them, they can food them, go for them and everything. They are, let we know they forget, let we go they call them.
Indeed.
Because they say really, really anxious, especially the good you say, hey, this people don't die, I'm your son, you know, all that kind of thing they go they really, really anxious. They're very, very anxious inside the day. And I know the other day against somebody, they talk to one. And they feel the anxiety in a voice, and they feel say this is very, very scared. You could think that in the next person. Yeah, let me reach out as much as we can. So we elderly and the community. And compare them, they are big. Let us not forget to picking them. Now we talk to picking them. We draw with picking them, come close and be friends with them and make sure say they know they bully them on social media. Because are the worst from that one day. So now that no mega for add this forum today.
Thank you very much, Anissa. Also, even for we to have the young one, that idea for say, if you not call me, I need call them.
No, indeed. Indeed.
If you don't be present, somebody not put this message to one side.
Yeah, and because the community. Yeah, because the community they come together, they come together. So now this not the time for like we all, regardless who that you be, who that you not be, now they call we safe, now they contact we safe, you know, because it's nice for like you know for say you belong in a society, because part of being healthy is belonging to somewhere, not just about your physical health or your mental health, but your social health is very, very important as well. You know, so it's about getting involved, getting people call. Just call for see how they do. That it make a whole difference, because some people and then you go surprised when you say, oh my goodness, this person called me. They feel belong for say it belongs some side. But if they let people no more, a lot of people they isolate themselves. A lot of people they isolate themselves truly. You know,
I want to add on to that.
They're not go waiting themselves. Yes.
Yeah. I want to add on to that, Sansirugi. The other thing again, where I want to let the community understand, they are with the big. If anybody there, because we know say things younger, be young, because the old people that at least once in a while will they look after them. The young people them, if things younger per year, you get picking them. They are big. Let them know so they're not for shame. Because like the anxiety they come out, then they begin to take the anger turn up to the picking them.
Indeed.
You understand?
Definitely.
When they're anxious, the anger they go onto the picking.
Onto the picking.
They continue.
And that one day,
yeah. It's really bad. As you and me, you know, as nurses, them mental health nurses, people are the big. If anybody the way it is struggle, this time if we're able at pick phone, not shame.
Yes.
You understand? Make them not shame, let them call. Because I make the community there, because now as this community they grow, let God continue for putting blessing there.
Inshallah.
Let everybody phone where you know, so you need help, no be scared, just pick the phone and call.
Yeah.
Whatever how after we go meet, definitely make sure so we go meet you and help
you.
There we beg. Now that know me back again for add on that.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go one more thing now. I will just do a last round. And anybody else within the audience, not the panelists too, please. Within the audience, if there's any question for us, before I go around the panelists and for the final word, anybody else want to ask any question?
Mr. Fuller, just want to say I like your background. Now, after it is salon.
It is salon.
I don't salon. I don't like salon. I don't like coffee.
When you get good lights, you not call we.
I said that right.
That's really new. They do things in isolation. Hey, Adija, let's cover.
Mine is not really anything to do with the presentation, but it's to do with a person where they among we when the lead of this where today happen for being birthday.
Oh.
So Dr. Mohammed Kamara. So at least now I know why.
So I will go first with the team leader, Dr. Kamara. You get anything where you want to round up for we?
Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. I'm so pleased that this dream they come to reality. people don't they benefit from that with the feedback and with the praise, you know, God go put hand on this thing and continue for increase them and widen them as far as possible and as high as possible. This will only get better because we they cater for the needs of the people, and I believe God self will see say that's something good what they do. So there are, of course, we get difficult talk them for talk. Clearly. I mean, easy talk no day pandemic here, obviously, but the rest assured community say we get to our interest at heart, and if God puts you in a position like how they so, if absolutely now we on duty for use and get for address the health inequalities, discrepancies where we people in the face. Now make it seem to do this because if we don't do this for now, clearly when we are reaching out and for this, we are definitely go just make them smooth as possible, rather than begin go through difficulties and all that. Because if somebody go begin talk to GP about prostate problem when a big man, you understand, he's not able to mention anything that's until the shame and all that. But if you don't talk to you in person, you don't say you secret safe with him. He don't point you the right for look for the symptoms and waiting for you and this. When you reach to the GP, in a plain sailing. If you go to hospital, say na plain sailing, and it's not difficult for you to pick the phone and talk to this person, and say, "Buddy, look, I know saying a big one for you, but I not want to talk, but I want let me and you talk." That kind of thing. All of that are part of what we do. It can be one-to-one. It can be in a group like this one, and obviously we don't know if we'll access them. We will access them via YouTube, and we make the record them. So we tell God thank for that, and we actually spread the word that we want. Let people know say this thing na something new, na a first. For let somebody to talk to you na your mama tongue, your mama language, it's a first. People don't do more, but na English then they talk. And we take pride in the fact that KRIO they talk when we lingua Franca and our mama tongue. And so obviously we're grateful for the audience who na give it. So bravo to everybody, and let we continue this thing and hit home as best we can. I know say people in there that's alone don't they hear about this already. So who knows? We never know when this thing will go. And as I say, you save one life.
Yes,
You can save one life. I give you a simple example before I round up. One woman they look after them pikin and then kindergarten, then nursery. Now they say make them can't take photo. Now photo shoot then they when they take this photo shoot. This picture, now the woman take, he point to the bikini mama. He say, look this bikini back. In one eye they show the red reflex, the other eye they show the red reflex. Let's see no more. Now this woman say, I tell you what, I don't know if this right or wrong. He say make her show him back. Now he take this thing, show her to the GP straight away. The GP refer this pikin because when he get now cancer behind the eye.
Behind the eye.
You see, so in life saved because of that one great picture there. You see what I mean? Now make you find for we open myself to them to say this nothing where we really big and you welcome for we yeri any kind of me I ready for support and I be me dream this. So I so over the moon that this is happening. So I thank all man, and God bless we all.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I will go around the panel. I want to do maybe 10 minutes each. Follow I just round up if anything they want to add. So the next person I will go see for Lego now Miss Fatima. Fatima, is still there with me? Fatima?
You don't left.
Okay. Sisibugi, you want to say any?
Well, again, just like how Dr. Kamara don't talk. Colma don't talk really for this this group where they carry on with so a very, very essential for we. And Mr. Sef, I feel very, very proud for being part of this group and for like we educate to people then like how they educate them so. And hopefully, waiting and they take Naya, then go carry and go. Knowledge is power. When you don't know something, nobody not go talk to you again. If doctor they talk to you self now, you go understand what they talk, right? So for me, I'm glad for where I be part of them and where all man they come on board, it's very, very good because the show for say people are willing now for come as one in Manchester and then go get a lot of benefit from them talking how they talk so that them or the picking them or everybody will get something out of them. So long live the organization and long live this group national for like we able for and go as far as we can. we can take it, really.
Thank you very much. The next person I will go to Mr. Fike. Everyone Fike. Again, the final words in 10 seconds to the people. Mr. Fike, I see you on mute too. Mr. Fike?
Malerimi?
Yeah, that's better.
I think your internet is a small problem. I hear you. It comes through a bit.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. It's windy now. It's windy, really windy. We just they suspect that one really small.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Malerimi?
Yes.
Okay. Obviously, you know, the few bits that I want to add to all this, obviously, you know, this now is a difficult topic to start with, but Rugi actually do injustice, and I'm happy to say the people themselves don't ready and willing open up for all of them because discuss the issues. Yeah, just a short story where I could just mention where obviously, you know, I believe say some of you go to area, but you find for that just reflect people in mind to run back. Say, you know, there was a time where, you know, the body, they argue to himself. The food, they talk, say, you know, it's more helpful because if not being wrapped, go outside, they go, you know, go reach, or the answer, but why reach? If I know they take something, I put on, you know, go take, or the balance say, but now I receive the food, I make I get energy for doing thing. And the head say, listen, I'll tell you something. You the mods, you get mods, you talk, na pa me day. You the eye, na pa me day. Say you the nose for that smell, na pa me day. Say na me get the signal where they send to all the other part of the body where they make it function effectively. So without me signal, you can't do nothing. And this is one of the things that we need to encourage. For all make sure say we look after our mind very well. Obviously with that, I believe say, you know, the rest, obviously, you know, it's just a plain sailing. And in terms of confidentiality, obviously, I know say people mentioned that, say, if we talk to somebody, we all are professionals and I don't believe say somebody could trust me with information, I take them out, lead them to the wrong path. That will never happen. Never happen. I mean, it's like, for me, now, it's second nature now, because obviously I do that every single day. So as much as we all there, we have friends there, we talk, we know where. We say somebody can trust me with information, obviously, like posting guarantee, say, I, Ibrahim, say, and all the other panelists there, that person information is kept with us, and we will respect confidentiality. Otherwise, just like we do now, we can place there. So I thank you now all very much for all the participation and the kind of support what they see they come out from the community. That they motivate you even more to do more than we to do so now. So I tell you all thank you, and I'm happy to say at least except the magic man would play all this magic, but let's start the work right now.
The magic man self. Nine. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll go to the newest colleague who don't get in the group. I think Shaka will be quick word there around work. Then we'll go to the chairman. Now will be the final review. Then we will ask people collect for we before we go to this. So Antarita, they are giving you final word, please.
Yeah. First of all, Auntie Ruge, thank you very much for a very good presentation today. And also, Dr. Kamara, thank you very much for bringing this forum together. To be honest with you, health is wealth, and we talk and say, well, Bɔdi na Gentri. We all know say, well, Bɔdi na Gentri. If the body well, we will live well. So all that they say is, as Mr. Cicedo mentioned back, say, with confidentiality, I want to let everybody be rest assured, say everything where we say here, or if you need help or consult we or ask we for help, let them be mindful, say the information not going to go any side or anybody, nobody not going to hear anything where they say. Then the other thing again, please, as Sierra Leoneans, we got to love each other, and I pray say this group will don't come so together. We pray it continue, and we continue in unity. Please, if anybody need help, let them not hesitate, let them just ask. If not help, if not anything you need, if you need help, if not small things that you want, not hesitate, ask. We believe, say, by His grace, this COVID go done, and we all go come together. However, this particular program will continue for as long as it will be. So, Sierra Leoneans, I'm glad we're coming together, And I'm so pleased to join the group. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody at the panel. Now, I can go now to the chairman. Let's just give you a short picture because we don't slightly run over time. So I'll ask the chairman, give us 5 or 6 and short. Then we go ask and to see we collect the Muslim here for you. Then we all go on the way. So, Mr. Chairman, sir.
Yes, Kuda.
Well, I thank you all the way attend today. The people in the salon, the Middle East, USA, South Africa, London, Birmingham, Manchester, anywhere else where people are joining me from today, I tell them plenty. I hope say when I don't benefit from which I don't hear today, and when I say to pass the word, this whole session don't get recorded. I will upload that once the recording don't download, I will put it on YouTube and it will also be on Facebook. When I share the message and wide, we'll let people and everybody will be able to benefit from what we do. And like I said before, if you get any questions or any suggestions or feedback or anything, when I feel free for sending to you by email, or I can feedback you the show. And by email, S for Sierra, L for Lima, O for Oscar, G for Golf, M for Mike @gmail.com. When I send on a question, then we will try to make sure to answer on and also we make that answer available for other people just in case they get the same thought in mind. So on behalf of the organization of Greater Manchester, I would like to say thank you and wish you a happy weekend. We'll see you again next week. Good night.
All right. Good night. Thank you.